Welcome to the first lesson on using the turtle module in Python. So this lesson connects to one of the expectations in the MTH1W grade 9 curriculum, and it's expectation C 2.2, which reads create code by decomposing situations into computational steps in order to represent mathematical concepts and relationships and to solve problems. Okay, and so what you're going to do first, so this is assuming that you have already installed Python or you are using Replit, is you're going to open the Python IDLE or open Replit, and you're going to create a new file. Okay, and so I'm going to save this file as logo turtle.py. And it says already exists. I'm just going to replace it for now. Okay, and what we're going to do now is we're going to import the turtle module into Python. And so this will allow us to access all the commands that are part of the Logo programming language. Now, a module in Python and other higher order programming languages is a file that contains predefined functions and statements that can be called upon by the coder. Now, make sure that you do not save the file as turtle.py. This file name already exists and will cause a conflict with the import from turtle. Now, at the top of the logo turtle file, you want to type from turtle import space and then asterisk. Okay. And so what this does is it imports all functions from the turtle module. Okay, so everything is imported and you have access to all the commands and the entire functionality of the Logo programming language. Okay, the next thing that we're going to try to do now is we're going to try to use one of the commands in the Logo programming language. Okay, so I want you to type forward, make sure you spell it correctly, open parenthesis 100, close, and then a closing parenthesis. Okay, and we're going to try to run this program. Let's execute the program and see what happens. So first we actually have to save it first. Now we're going to run. And what we see is just an arrow, actually. Okay, but we see that an arrow has been created, drawn out. So what has happened is that an arrow pointer, which is the default pointer, that arrow has moved 100 steps or 100 pixels from the center of the screen. Now on a new line, what we can add is we can add this shape and then turtle in apostrophes. So shape. Again, we're going to use parentheses. And here already tells us what we can do here. It says set turtle shape to shape with given name, return current shape name. So in apostrophes, I'm going to type turtle, then closing apostrophe, closing parenthesis. Okay, and now what we're going to do is let's actually try something else. So I'm actually gonna, let's put this, so I'm gonna cut this and put it on top here before the forward. And now let's run this. It's gonna ask us to save. We're gonna save. And what we see now is that this line segment is drawn. The turtle moved. Now it's a turtle instead of an arrow pointer, and it moves 100 pixels forward to the right in this case. Now, the forward command or forward function can also be written as, for short, can be written as fd. Okay, now shape is another function defined in the turtle module. The command above changes the shape of the default arrow to a turtle. Note that all syntax in Python is case sensitive. If you were to write forward with a capital, the result would be an error. So let's see if we can try that. So if I change this and I make this a capital, let's see what happens if I run this. I get an error. So it doesn't move. And I get this error. It says trace back most recent call last. It says on line 4, it indicates this. Name forward is not defined. Did you mean forward? Okay, so this is not a defined function. Okay, this one is. Okay, so just be aware that just like in other programming languages in Python, all commands, all functions, all syntax is case sensitive. Now the next thing we're going to look at is how to make the turtle churn. So on a new line, what we're going to do is we're going to try to make the turtle churn. So let's go back and go forward. Let's actually have the code written as it is written here. So I'll put this back where it was. Forward shape turtle. And then we're going to add right 45 and forward 150. And now let's run. Well, let's first save this and run the code. Okay, and what we see now is, yeah, we do have the turtle shape. And let's just check. I want to see if it ever actually, if the turtle shape appears right away or not. So let's just see again. It's too fast, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, I think right after here, it just draws it very quickly. It does become a turtle. It could also be that it actually takes on that shape right away. Okay, and so that brings us to the end of this first lesson. Now the exercise for this lesson that I would like you to do is this one. You're going to modify the code in the program above so that the turtle draws a square. Okay, so good luck with that.